Hi everyone, sorry for that bumpy intro, I am tired. Here's Gabe.
Hi, I'm Gabe. This summer we went to this improv marathon called like the Del Close Marathon, which was in New York City, which happens every year. And so a bunch of us were just sort of sitting in the audience for 8 hours watching people improvise. And the last one we could stand was like all these famous people, like someone from SNL and Parks and Recreation got on stage and it was like, you know what we need? We need an amateur who has never done improvisation before and who will come up so we can make fun of them. And they looked the first they looked at my friend G and they looked her right in the eye and they shook their head and they were like, no, not her. And then they looked right over to me and be like, yep, large nose, you know, curly-ish hair. He's a Jew. He'll fit in well with this ensemble. So I spent the next half an hour trying to be funny with people from SNL.
I unfortunately wasn't there, but I hear it was quite funny.
Yeah, I made people laugh. So I would consider myself...
a seasoned pro.
Yeah, exactly. Seasoned, like...
So much
rosemary.
a seasoned pro that I then
Nutmeg.
walked around with Gabe. What about nutmeg?
Like a seasoned pro.
Oh, okay. The show's gonna suck. But no, Gabe. So I would walk around with Gabe in the city, and then people would be like, "Hey, snow pants."
And I had no idea what snow pants was because I did not read the titles of what these performances were, because they were all like half an hour, and so I didn't know they would actually have titles. People would come up and be like, snow pants, snow pants, snow pants, and I'd be like, I'm wearing jeans, and...
It's the middle of summer, why would I be wearing snow pants?
But then I found out that I was famous, so...
Yeah, he was recognized like
I was
at least a month afterwards.
I got BuzzFeed famous, so that's on my resume now.
Right next, really?
Yeah, right. It's on my LinkedIn portfolio, right next to endorsed for puns, things you can actually do. So,
oh my
if
God.
you really like that seasoning joke earlier,
you're the worst kind of person. Nah, Gabe is the coolest, especially because he agreed to do this with almost no notice ahead of time.
That is true. I am even less prepared than Adi is, and she is remarkably put together for this late at night.
Aww. Thanks for lying to them. I love when you lie to them. Okay, let's do the spiel, because we've run out of stuff to talk about. So, if you would like, you can listen to this show online at WESUFM.org by clicking the archives, or watch a video version of the program at youtube.com/theCurliQtube. That's the word then curly, stop it, with an I at the end, and then the letter Q, and then the word tube. Uploading is extremely irregular, because I have things outside of this to do. So if you want to know when the next episode goes up on YouTube, you can follow me on Twitter, because cross-promotion. But so my Twitter handle is @CurliQtube, which is just like the YouTube account, but without the, and the videos will be up eventually, I super promise. I'm in the process of editing them currently. Like, as we speak, I'm also editing. That's
she has 3 arms, and 2 legs that actually serve as other arms. She's actually an octopus. We didn't suspect a thing.
I was like, how would you say 3 arms when you could say 8? Octodad is the best video game of all time. Anyway, on Twitter you can use the hashtag the late night format, and I will see it because no one uses the hashtag late night format except for me, and then we can be friends. So do that. Yeah, so like I already told you, I did not know about this show until 2 days ago. And I've been pretty busy. I had a shoot earlier today, and then I had a work shift, and now my arms hurt, and then I had to come up with something to do for this in like an hour. So, instead of doing normally scripted jokes, we're gonna look at some headlines.
Wait, your jokes are normally scripted.
Yeah, believe it or not, I put a significant amount of effort into the show. See that tiny joke right there? That was also scripted. But even though I put a lot of work into it, apparently I don't have to, because most headlines are so dumb that they're just jokes in themselves. So we found a couple for you that we thought were particularly interesting. For starters, so on Groundhog's Day, you know how like the mayors, they like have groundhogs, and they check to see if they have their shadows. So the one that de Blasio held in New York, it died. So the
de
headline...
Blasio's America.
The headline says, Groundhog dies after escaping de Blasio's grip. And this is on NBC New York. And then the like first sentence of the article, which actually made me laugh out loud, was, her shadow was one of the last things she saw.
Okay, fun fact that I actually have to tell. I have actually been to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania for Groundhog Day.
Whoa!
I went in like 7th grade with my really good friend. His parents were like, you know what would be a great family outing? And also Gabe. If we go see someone pick up a large rodent out of a hollowed out stump, hold it in front of a crowd of a little too obese central Pennsylvanianers, and try and predict the next few months of weather. And it was just as exciting as you would think. And you
not exciting at all.
Yeah, and do you know what I did the next day?
What?
I went home. I didn't see it again. That was a Groundhog Day movie joke that really didn't go over well.
I appreciate the effort, though. It was a good try. It maybe would have helped if I'd seen Groundhog's Day.
You've never seen Groundhog's Day?
No, but I know what happens.
Well, sure. The same thing happens over and over again. You just need to know, like, one of the things that happens, and then you know the movie.
Yeah, it's a solid point. Well, that's a cool story. My favorite place to look for headlines for this show is Huffington Post, but a good portion of them are so dumb that it's not even believable.
They make me angry and sad.
So angry. It's just like, especially the celebrity page, because it'll just say things like, here's a real headline I'm reading off of Huffington Post right now. Lea Michele breaks a sweat on an afternoon jog. Like, wow, she's a human being. Who would have thought?
I'd be really concerned if she didn't. Like,
yeah, right?
Something is wrong with a girl, and like...
Probably her, like, glands are broken, and she'd, like, overflow with, like, excretions.
That would not be very gleeful.
Oh my god. You're gonna make this the most torturous hour of my life.
Isn't every hour you spend with me the most torturous?
No.
Aww.
Lies. Here's another one. Also about Lea Michele. Lea Michele and Heather Morris reunite in Los Angeles. Cool, she and her friend meet each other in a place. What's the news there? I don't understand. This frustrates me to no end, because I'll be like looking for things to actually make fun of.
That's why
and then I can't, because they're just so dumb that there's like, it's so vapid that there's nothing to even like make fun of, even though it's stupid. Does that make sense?
See, that's why I, like, pretty much for all my news go to NPR. 1, because I'm like a giant geek. And 2, because they've actually won awards for their headline writing, because they just have really good puns. And that's why I want to work at NPR, because they have just really funny, like, silly headlines. I would give you an example, but my internet isn't working.
Gotta get on that LTE.
I am. It's not working. So yeah, that's why I don't ever go to Huffington Post.
Huffington Post is the worst. I hate it. But it's vapid enough news that I'm, like, informed enough to make fun of it.
When I was looking for funny headlines earlier, I went to the Daily Beast, and they got me some pretty bad ones. So I was pretty happy.
Any memory of them?
No.
Oh. Well,
what I'm doing here is just throwing publications under the bus with all the reputation of WESU Middletown has,
right.
And take them down one by one.
So, give out some more. Okay,
so the Daily Beast is terrible. The National Review, I think, is one of those publications I don't like.
Yeah. You only think? I
think. There are a lot of them. Good ones. Vox. I have a friend and I, we just look over Vox articles all day. It's fun. Also, Vox is just, it's an enjoyable name.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna interrupt you just because
more headlines?
I hit up, there's just an alarming list of, like, the weird, they're both weird and then also, like, really banal, like I was saying before. So first, are Kris Jenner and Rob Kardashian being stalked? Yes. That's what they signed up for. They have paparazzi going after them constantly. Next one.
But there's, like, a difference between paparazzi and, like, actually...
Is there, though?
I mean, we'd have to like click on the link to actually see because they'll answer in like the
I don't want
last
to lose
line,
the internet, so I'm
and
not
you don't,
going
and
to.
we don't want to do that.
Here's
That's
the
what
next
they're-
one.
That's what they
Harry
want.
Styles flashes his butt as he pees in Sir Mix-a-Lot's bushes.
Okay, there's a lot going on there. First off, kid from One Direction. Like Harry Styles is from One Direction, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting my boy
You
band.
knew that. Don't pretend you didn't know that.
First off, he's at Sir Mix-a-Lot's house. This, like, takes the assumption that one, Sir Mix-a-Lot is still around and has like a large enough house that he can invite like all the 20 members of One Direction over for just like a casual party.
There's only 5 of them, man.
And okay, 2, like when was this event happening? Like, they lead with the shows some butt, but like he was peeing in his bushes.
Yeah,
right?
isn't that
like the more interesting?
Yeah.
Also, I want to know what else went down at this party. Like, and also like let's be honest, Sir Mix-a-Lot likes some big booty, so like it's not like he was complaining.
What has Sir Mix-a-Lot done? What would I know from Sir Mix-a-Lot? You looked really surprised and shocked at me and then can't think of anything.
Baby Got Back.
Oh, that's Sir Mix-a-Lot?
I want big butts, I cannot lie. All the other birds can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist
That's Sir
and a round
Mix-a-Lot?
thing in your face, you get sprung. Yeah.
Wait, that's Baby Got Back?
Yeah.
Okay, I think...
That's okay. Let's put it in your. This is the foundation for Anaconda by Nicki Minaj.
Oh, I don't care. Whoa, I've heard so much about that song. I just know that the music video is butts.
Yeah, but it's actually good. We watched it in my representing race in American culture class. We watched that and the new J-Lo and Iggy Azalea music videos like right after one another, and
I disapprove.
no, my teacher was like, you know what? I really like that Nicki Minaj one, but what did you think about J-Lo? And she was like, no, that was just terrible. That was just awful.
She's too old to be doing that, I think. And then there was like articles like, oh, you're empowering older women.
Is what I'm saying. Is that I think
What do you think they'd have to say?
that I think the Santa Claus was a bad mistake.
Santa Claus?
Yeah, wasn't that one of his movies?
Santa Claus?
Oh, cats.
I'm trying to roll with it. If you can't beat him, join him. And then he doesn't get it.
I know. The problem is that I'm so stupid, is the
Aw, Gabe. But you have a nice
Lies.
personality. Call back. Alright. We've got a mess show that was thrown together in the last 2 hours. It's going to be a lot of failed improvisation, so you don't want to miss it. The new Pornographers will be performing later, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.